Good afternoon to everyone. This lecture about storage structures and the method of grain storage. Right. To cope up with current and future demand of increasing population for food grains, it is important, right? Important one to reduce the losses of food during and after harvest. Right. Okay. Food grains are stored for varying period to ensure proper and balanced public distribution throughout the year. Here, post-harvest losses only in India are estimated to be around 10%, of which the losses during storage alone are estimated to 6.58 percentage. Okay, 6.58 percentage out of 10, right? But with the advent of improved agriculture technology, the farmer can afford to store the grains for longer period without minimum loss. சரிங்களா, அதுக்கு தான் இந்த lecture. Right. For best storage performance, we have to follow these things, right? What are they? The produce must be thoroughly cleaned and graded, right? And dried to save storage moisture level up to 10 to 12 percentage for food grains and about 7 to 9 for oil seeds for a safe storage period of about 1 year, right? Here storage structure should be properly repaired, cleaned and disinfected, and structure should be constructed in coolest part of the house or farm, right? And okay, sir, what are the ideal storage facilities should be satisfy the following requirement of grain storage? It should provide, firstly, it should provide maximum possible protection from ground moisture, rain, insect pest, fungus, or you can say mold, rodents, birds, etc. It should provide necessary facility for inspection, right? Loading and unloading, disinfection, cleaning, and reconditioning. It should be protect grains from excessive moisture and temperature, favorable to both insect and fungus. It should be economical and suitable for particular situation, right? இப்படிலாம் இருக்கணும் for our ideal storage structure. Okay, sir. What are the way of grain storage in bulk or bags, right? There are two types. One is bulk type, another one is bagging type, right? First one is bulk or open storage. Here, farm produce are sometimes stored in surface structure in a loose form. It is preferred over bag storage for following reason. Why? Why bag தவிர்த்து நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி ஓப்பன் ஸ்டோரேஜுக்கு போகிறோம், right? The reasons are a large quantity of food grains can be stored. There is no difficulty in loading and unloading of grains. Okay, see the picture, and no need to purchase storage containers like gunny's bag. And insect incidence is less than bag storage. Even this can be eliminated by fumigation in storage godown itself, right? Fumigation, and avoid waste from leaking back, and easy inspection, and we can save labor and time. Next one is bag storage, right? Storage farm produce are stored after placing them in gunny bags or made by jute or any other plastic container, metal container, etc. Right? What are the advantage of this bag storage system? Right? Here, each bag contains a definite quantity which can be bought, sold, or dispatched without difficulties. Right? Bags are easier to load and unload, and infected bags can be removed and treated easily. Problem of sweating grains does not arise because the surface of bag is exposed to atmosphere, right? So these are the advantages of bag storage. And or what are the storage structures used by the farmers? There are gunny bags, plastic containers, mud bins, or bagged earthen structures, or bamboo structures, wooden bins, some underground structure, right? And let's see the difference and the structures of both conventional and improved storage structure, right? And in village you can see the conventional storage still now, right? But in the cities or urban you can only see the improved storage structures, right? There may be low chance of seeing the conventional storage structure in urban areas, right? Okay, pa. Let's see one by one. Let's start from conventional storage structures. Here, bamboo structure. Here, made by the split bamboo woven in form of cylinder with a wide base and narrow mouth. Right? You can store the paddy, wheat, and sorghum. And drawback of this storage bamboo storage system is there will be the weight loss due to insect attack from 5 to 15 percentage, right? And this major drawback. And we can store lifetime of this bamboo structure up to 5 years, right? Okay. Next one is mud and earthen structures. Here, mud and earthen structure are made by the clay, straw, or cow dung. 3 is to 3 is to 1 ratio. Here, earthen structure are made, sun dried, and then burned in fire. Right? Okay. You can store paddy, wheat, sorghum, oil, seed, and pulses in this mud and earthen structure. And the life period of the structure will be 10 years or up to 10 years. Right? What are the difficulties? What are the drawback in this structure means during rainy season, okay, rainy season develop cracks and moisture absorption followed by insect and mold infestation, right? Okay, next one is wooden structures. Lifetime will be up to 20 years, right? But drawback is it neither airtight or nor moisture proof, right? This is the major drawback of this wooden structure. Okay, and brick structure, bricks. Okay, it will be rectangular structure built as a part of the house with brick in cement or lime mortar, uh, having a wall thickness of 40 to 50 centimeter. At the top, 15 to 50 centimeter. At the bottom, 15 into 15 centimeter. Right. டாப்பில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 50 into 50 centimeter inlet, bottom பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 15 into 15 centimeter outlet. This will be provided with a brick structure, right? We can effectively store the paddy, sorghum, and wheat grains. Life period will be 25 to 30 years. Okay, what is the drawback? It will be the high cost and not insect and moisture proof, right? There will be definitely the damage caused by our insect. Okay, and some underground structure, right here the circular pits are make vary from 100 to 400 centimeter in depth, okay, and 50 to 100 diameter at the neck area, and 250 into 300 centimeter at bottom. For filling and emptying, there is an opening at the top, okay, before filling the sides. The bottom are packed with the straw and husk. After filling, the pit is again covered by straw and stone, and finally with closed with the mud. Okay, you can effectively store the cereal grains in underground structure, and is safe against insect, but loss of seed viability and handling difficulties made out of date. Okay, this will be a drawback in the case of underground system. And and common gunny bags and Hessian cloth bags. The Hessian cloth bags and gunny bags are frequently used in conventional storage methods. Okay, and what are the improved storage structures? Right, improved storage structure. Right, see one by one. And first one is bitumen or coal tar drum. This drum an alternate model of metal beam, right? It's a low cost with a similar technique performance with the metal beam, and these beams are 520 mm diameter and 900 mm height. They can store 1.5 quintal of cereal grains, up to 1.5 quintal of wheat grains. Next one is Happer bins or kotis. Here circular bins of 2, 5, 7, 2 and 10 quintal capacities, and have potential to meet requirement of even large farmers, right? Okay. Next one is Udaipur beans. These beans are made up by used coal tar drum. This can store up to 1.3 quintal of cereal grains. Next one is stone beans. The stone bean, or you can say Chittur bean, right, is made up of locally available 40 thick stone slab, okay, with the dimensions of 680 into 1200 with the square cross section. Here will be the inlet and outlet with the asbestos, right. This bin has a capacity of 3.8 quintal, okay. And next, bamboo bins. These bins are made up of two walls of bamboo with polythene lining between and having varying capacity. These bins are suitable for short duration storage, can be adapted for some small and marginal farmers. Okay, and Pusa bin. The important one, frequently asked question in your exam is Pusa bin. It is a modification of harder a mud storage structure commonly used in village, okay, and to provide moisture proof and airtight. Right, these are the drawback in mud storage system that will be ensured in the case of Pusa bin. Okay, with polythene film of 700 gauge thickness has been embedded at the top, bottom, and all other sides of the mud bin. Here, the embedding process providing mechanical support and safely to polythene films. Okay, the construction of outlet wall with burnt bricks, okay, up to 45 centimeter height makes the structure rat proof as well, and the bins is constructed with unburnt bin bricks on burnt bricks, right, or you can say concrete floors to avoid the rat burrowing. The grains and the seeds both remain safe in the bin for more than 1 year with the proper precautions. Next one is metal bin. Here bins made up of steel, aluminum RCC are used for storage of grains outside the house. These bins are fired and moisture proof. Okay, the bins have long durability and produced on commercial scale. The capacity ranges from 1 to 10 tons, and silos are huge bins made up with steel or aluminum or concrete. Usually steel or aluminum bins are circular in shape, and capacity of silos range from 500 to 400 tons. A silo has facility for loading and unloading grains. Silos is mainly used in the developed countries, okay, to store high quantity grain storage to meet a very large farmers requirement. And next one is stacking. Here the food grains have to be stored, preserved on scientific line in godowns till they are issued to consumers, right. That's why we are following stacking at a vertical pattern. Two bags containing food grains cannot be just dumped inside the godowns, right? For it not facilitate proper storage. So we have to follow the particular or proper way of storage. Okay, and proper stacking ensure free access to the stocks in all part of godowns for inspection and helps in effective disinfection work. Okay, generally there are three method of stacking are being followed, right. One is simple method, second one is cross method, third one is block method, right. And during storage maintenance is very important, and checking for leakage after rains, and we have to make a regular inspection for insect rats mites etc, right. And pesticide treatment if need, you have to go for pesticide treatment if in need, and also go for fumigation if necessary. Here I end my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you all. If you have any doubts, please ask me in our WhatsApp group. Thank you very much.